Was it easy? No. But did it get my sanity back? Yes. I have sub-trained my two boys prior to this baby, and it is safe to say that I have successfully done it 3 times. So sleep training is kind of my thing right now. I'm about to share all of the tips that helped me train her to get to sleep 10 plus hours every night. A little disclaimer, I am no professional. I am not a sleep consultant whatsoever. I'm just a mom of 3 who has experience in sleep training with my babies, and it worked for me. And the whole point of sleep training is to get my baby to fall asleep on their own, not needing to have anything help them to fall asleep. Here are some of the tips that I can share based off of experience. Tip number 1 is to consult your pediatrician, talk to your doctor, and make sure you get the green lights to go for your baby to get that sleep training going. And your doctor might also have some really good resources to share with you on sleep training. Talk to your pediatrician before you start anything. You want to make sure that developmentally your baby is ready for that kind of training. Tip number 2 is mindset. You need to get into the right mental game for sleep training because it is going to be mentally frustrating. It is not easy. It is hard. What I did to help me with my mindset and my head game to get started on sleep training was I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I especially watched Susan Yara's video on her sleep training experience with her son, and I also watched the one where she talked about nap training. So if you want to, you should check that one out. I also watched and listened to a lot of other people's YouTube videos on what they experienced because there's a lot of different things that you can learn on YouTube. There's podcasts on it, there's books, there's articles. So get the inspo, get into the right mindset. Tip number 3 is similar to tip number 2, which is mindset. So do your research with those YouTube videos that you're trying to get into the right mindset with. Take notes on what you like, take notes on what you don't like. There's a lot of good sleep consultants on here too that I saw recently that share their expertise because they are actually trained in sleep training. I use YouTube a lot for my research, and I basically use my experience from my other 2 kids. Tip number 4 is to dedicate at least 3 nights to sleep training. 1 week if possible, but 3 nights that you know that you and your family are not going to go anywhere, even during the day. I mean, obviously school drop off is a whole nother thing. Dedicate at least 3 nights that you know that you're going to be home. No car seat rides, no stroller rides. It's no birthday party weekend. You don't have a trip that weekend. It's a weekend or 3 days in the week straight that you're not going anywhere. That is the 3 nights that you are going to be consistent with your plan. Tip number 5 is prepare the room. Whether you're room sharing or babies in their own nursery, prepare the room. You're going to need to invest in some products to help with the sleep training, to make the sleep environment as sleepy as possible and cue your baby to know that it's bedtime. Here are a few products and I link them in the description. I recommend you need to invest in before starting your sleep training. So that's why you're watching this video right now, because before you start, you're going to want to get all of these things. First thing is blackout curtains. You're going to want to make the room as dark as possible. Now, nap time is a whole different story. Okay, that is freaking hard. But nighttime blackout curtains, just so that if you live in Hawaii like me, it gets super bright and sunny really early. Just wanted to black out that sunlight whenever it comes in. If the baby's still sleeping, get the room as dark as possible. Next thing is a sound machine. If you have other kids like me too, it just drowns them out. It drowns out all the noise. You can get a lot of different types. We have 2 different types. I link them both here. You get a sound machine for your sanity too, because you don't want to be like shushing and shushing everywhere you go because you don't want to wake the baby up. Sound machine just drowns the noise out. It won't completely get rid of the noises. It just drowns it out, and it helps to cue your baby that it's bedtime or nap time. Another thing that you need to get is a crib. If you're sleep training your baby, whether it's in your room, like I said, room sharing, or in their own room, get them a crib because it's safe. It has 4 walls that they cannot escape from, and it's meant for them to sleep in. Get a crib. If you're like me and use the crib as a storage in the first 3 months, then we are the same. And then if you plan to use a swaddle, you should invest in a swaddle. We had to use the swaddle sleeveless ones, and it's just a zip up, basically just a blanket, because they can't wear blankets when they're that age because they don't know how to use it and it's not safe. And it's also like a cue for her to know that it's nap time or it's bedtime. There's different types of swaddles that you can get. Do your research on which ones you like. And also you want to get a camera with a monitor. I'm not a fan of the camera that you have the app on your phone. I like the separate monitors that come with the camera. I don't want to be checking out my app on my phone the whole time while I'm using my phone, because you're going to need to monitor that baby, especially if your baby is like mine. 4 to 5 months, they start rolling over. She literally started rolling over as soon as I started sleep training, but that's for another time. You're going to want to monitor that baby through the camera. It's going to tell you exactly what they're doing. It's going to show you exactly what they need, or show you that they're fine. They're just crying because they want to be held. This is our favorite from Motorola, and I linked it in the description. It is a great camera. Tip number 6 is make a night routine ready for you to follow throughout your whole life after this, basically. After you get the approval from your doctor, after you've done your research, you want to make a night routine. Make sure you do a bedtime routine that works for you, your partner can also do, and you stick with it. Parents know that routine is everything, especially with your children in this young age. Routines help us. Routines help us too. So get the routine down, do your research, take what you like, and roll with it. Next tip is get your partner involved. If you don't have a partner and you're a single parent, get people involved that you include into your life. A sister or your mom, or your grandma, whoever. You're going to want to tell them that you're sleep training so that they're aware of like why you're staying the F away, why you're not going to that party that weekend, because this is crucial time to get that baby to practice falling asleep on their own. I always chose a weekend when I wasn't solo parenting because my husband helps me not get all too crazy in my head when I'm the only one hearing the baby crying. It's nice to have a companion in the chaos. Mentally, it's nice to know that somebody is also hearing that baby crying. Get your partner involved, get your friends involved, your family. It's going to help you making sure that you're going to stay consistent. I just wanted to add too, for some reason, for men, and I don't know about all men, I cannot even speak on behalf of men. In my case, my husband, he has an easier time ignoring the crying, at least acting like he doesn't care that she's crying. For us moms over here, we're like, oh my God, like I feel so bad. We're going left and right with our thoughts. So if you have a husband or a partner that can be that for you, make sure you get that. Next tip is no naps past 4:30 in the afternoon. If you want to get your baby to sleep by like 7:30, then no naps after 4:30 p.m. You want to have a good long stretch before bedtime, and you want to make sure that they're tired before you put them to sleep for bed for the rest of the night. I mean, no big deal, right? Like 4:35, that's fine. But if they go anywhere past longer than that in the afternoon, you might throw off their whole nighttime by the time that you put them to sleep, because the goal is to get them sleepy but not asleep. You need to make sure that they have as much playtime before the bedtime begins. Tip number 9 is to check on the baby only if you have to. Have to in capital letters. You know your baby. This is so important. You know their cries. You know what means what. When they're hungry, when they're wet, you know them best. So I cannot tell you what cry means what, but that's why you have the monitor. That's why you're watching them on the camera. Is it really just a cry because they want to be held? Is it a cry because you notice that they're rolling over and arm is stuck and they cannot roll back? That is my girl right now. If you see that and you know what kind of cries it is, then check on them. In my experience, my kids hated it even more when I went in to check on them, because I tried the Ferber method with my second one, and no, that just didn't do it for me, because it also made me feel bad when I would go in after 10 minutes and be like, oh, it's okay, baby. I wouldn't pick them up. I would just like tend to him, and oh man, he would scream even more, and I would feel even more bad because I had to walk myself out. No, I was like, I'm never gonna do that ever again, because it just makes things worse. I find it easier if you just say goodnight, love you, and then walk away. And then, like I said, only go in if you have to. Last tip is be consistent. Consistency is key. Within those 3 days, or maybe the week if you have that time, be consistent. Do the bedtime routine. Tell your partner. They can also do the bedtime routine. Stay consistent with the time. 7:30. There are going to be times where you're going to want to give up. I know by experience, the second night is the hardest night. I think they realize that you're not going to pick them up. And then you're going to want to give up. You know, you're going to question it. Like, why am I doing this? I really want to give up. Like, I want to just carry them and hold them because it feels so bad. If you're consistent, I promise you, I am living proof. My children are living proof. If you're consistent, and you stay disciplined, it works. And then you're gonna get that 11 plus hours of sleep in the nighttime that you yearned for, okay? Trust me, it's going to be okay. And you can do it. I believe in you. And then these are just kind of like bonus tips. The first bonus tip is don't quit. Give yourself 3 days. By the third night, you see that it's working, keep going for the fourth night. Keep going in the fifth, sixth, okay? Give yourself a full week if you can to see the progress. Night 3, it works. You will see. And if it doesn't work within those 3 nights, then you can try again. Wait for another month, a couple of months. Don't quit. Okay, you're not a quitter. I know you're not, and you can do it. And that's why you're watching this video, because you're trying to get into that right mindset so that you won't quit. And then the second bonus tip is get yourself some headphones, noise canceling earbuds to help you drown out the crying. You have the monitor, so you're watching the baby. Obviously, you can take it off and listen to if you want to hear what type of cry it is. Get yourself some of those. You're not going to want to hear the baby crying too much when you just want to be like kind of at peace. So that is my bonus tips. Sleep training isn't for everybody. If you're watching this video because you're curious about how sleep training goes and what you can do to prepare for it, this video is definitely for you. The goal for me with sleep training my kids was always to just get them to fall asleep on their own so that I don't have to help them with that. My kids are not good sleepers. Ever since I sleep trained them, I can just put them in their room, say goodnight, I love you, and they'll just fall asleep. And I know that not everybody has that luxury, but if that is something that you're interested in doing, I hope that these tips can help you out because they helped me. I picked and choose what I wanted from other people. I swear by this 3-night sleep training method. It has worked. And now my baby girl, who is 5 months old, she can sleep 10 to 11 hours a night straight without needing a bottle, without me needing to rock her. It has given me the sanity that I needed back. And so to sum up everything, those are my top 10 plus 2 bonus tips on how to start sleep training your baby within 3 nights. If you're interested in learning more about how I sleep trained my baby girl who is 5 months old in 3 nights, then leave me a comment and tell me what specifically you want to know so that I can answer it. I have done this 3 times. Like I've said before, I have pretty much every situation I feel like I have gone through, whatever a baby goes through while you're sleep training. So hit me up because I would love to hear it and I am happy to help.